Hail there, fellow Sturgians, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade to Bannerlord, Episode 7, Spilled Blood for Family. Let me briefly recap last stream. This is the second stream. Last stream, we started off as a little Sturgian warrior. Our starting traits... You know, one thing that I hadn't looked into is what actual traits we have. I am daring. So we started off as a little daring Sturgian. And we have mostly been doing the arena circuit for gear and wealth. I have recruited a few companions, so we have 3 of them here and 1 on caravan, who's walking just past us now, up that way. And we saved up for that caravan, and that was the last thing that we did. I will be raffling off the companions pretty early on in this stream. I'm going to do it incrementally so that it's not all at once. And then I'm also going to be kicking it to you to decide what our priorities for the day are. And have you pick those instead of have me pick those. So I think right now what I want to do is to try to level up my companions a little bit more. And I really can't do that in the arena anymore. I need to kill... Okay, ideally not 6 looters. What I need to do is do some quests, get into some fights, and get some more companions. Another big goal of mine is to possibly do the campaign, or alternatively build up the renown to kick off other events. Surrender or die. I'm just going to send my troops here, because what will end up happening is that my companions will end up getting kills, and leveling up, as you can see, although barely, one-handed. But leveling up, and I don't have to risk anything. It's very, very easy to do that way too. Especially when you have just companions, because there's literally no risk and only reward. Provided they don't get knocked out and captured. So right to the... Whoa! Kadath! Morty, thank you for the gifted subs. And Kadath, you've turned me pink for the day. Or at least for now. And Bradley, thank you for the resub. Kadath, holy cow. I do hope that that my giveaways see fit to rig it in your favor. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kadath, but you haven't had a character win since Wildermyth? Or, well, God, what was that game called? Man, my memory is, like, terrible. Perhaps I'm wrong about that, though. Oh, the Architects. Well, yeah, okay, true. I'm talking, like, straight up from Twitch. So I think what I'll do here is I'm going to just be looking for general quests for a bit while I start to kick off these raffles. I'm also going to pin Siafan, the spice vendor, so that I can keep an eye on her, make sure she's okay. Now, I did mention last stream that she should be okay, because I'm not really at war with anyone, and the 30 troops that she's protected by are likely going to ward away any looter groups that would want to attack her. So I don't think that she's going to be waylaid on the road, but we do want to keep an eye on that. So I think what I'm going to be doing is traveling into the Sturgian territory here and hoping to pick up quests to befriend town leaders so that if I am ever a vassal or lord or king or something, I can recruit more people from Sturgia, ideally having a majority or at least partially Sturgian army. I did the same thing in my last Mount and Blade series on YouTube, where I was Valandian, and I basically had a purely Valandian military, which is very tough to do for it to be 100% of one culture, because you have a very small recruiting pool. But if I do want to be Sturgian, it really does help to build up a reputation for people around here. If you do win a character, I will allow people to make some decisions for their character, like weapons and the like, staying within the class and the skill that they have. Maybe rushing at these guys and allowing them to land really hard hits is a bad call. I feel like every time I play a game that I haven't played in like a week, I'm a little rusty at first. Whoa. That was my own troops yelling. I That's just weird. So, contrary to the simulated combat that we had in the last fight, this combat is obviously not simulated, and I feel like they're just loud today. And because they're not simulated, I think there's a greater capacity for skill gain as a result. I could be wrong about that, but it always seems like my companions level up a lot more when you actually do the fighting, rather than just simulate the fighting. And here's what I'm going to do. The first raffle for you early birds is the timer's at the top of the screen. So what this means here is any subscriber, and after Kadath gifted all those gifted subs, like most of you should be subscribers, but if you're not, I suppose you're not eligible. But any subscriber that is active in the chat between now and when that timer kicks off, and I know it's hard to read because, you know, UI and all, but I'll try to give a like 1 minute warning, is eligible to win the raffle, and in winning the raffle, you will be eligible for the top companion, which I don't even really know who that is right now, so I'll figure that out at the end of this fight, as soon as this wraps up. I'm just going to do it from top down. How about this? I'll give CFN the Spice Vendor first. Our caravannier who has trade skill and whatnot. So in a non-simulated fight, yeah, I think there was more. Obviously there was more looters, so it's not a one-to-one. Alright, so let's take a look. We do have CFN the Spice Vendor, who's on the caravan over here. And then it will go Zaraklis, Hara, and Opal. Opal will be last. Alright, let's see what this village leader needs us for. Art of the Trade. They want me to sell his goods for a price above the global average. Okay. And he's got flax. I bought it off of him. And I can sell at Epicatria, I suppose. Oh, the other thing is I've exceeded my inventory capacity max, which means I can't fit anything in my caravan, or not more stuff in my caravan. It's not going to be all that helpful for me to dump clothing to him, though, because clothing doesn't take up a lot of space. So I'm likely to need another mule, or I'm going to be moving at very slow speeds. Foreign here sells horses, I think. They sell Sturgian trotters, so maybe I can buy a Sturgian trotter or two. Oh, they have mules. Perfect. Okay, one mule and I'm all set. Right on. So this flax here, Epicatria will buy it, so I'll just head down there and fulfill the trade order. Ooh, see if the Spice Vendor just gained some scouting points too. Nice. Okay, I gained like the exact same that I bought it for, so it was a net balanced. Oh, here's a fun event to do, which is the Army of Poachers. So Lavalios the Tanner is offering for me to buy his tannery. I don't have that kind of money, so sorry, guy. That's not likely to happen. But I'm going to ask him about his current problem. Oh, I don't have enough troops. Well, that's just rude. Perhaps I can fix that then. So, I must leave for now. And these are not Sturgian troops. So, how about I go get some Sturgian troops so that I don't have that problem twice. I also have prisoners to raffle off, or ransom off, sorry. So I ought to do that. Enjoy it. Thank you for the gifted subs as well. I guess I stay pink for even longer. You have 1,500 hours in this and the original one? Wow. Someone likes this game. And I don't mean that as an insult. It's a really good game. There's a lot of good mods. Breathing further life into it. Kellyanne, thank you for the resub. Can I give a rundown of the characters for those that are new? Sure. So a rundown would be that my character is mostly just a Sturgian warrior. He doesn't really have a lot of other skills other than combat. So let's take a look at the others. So here's mine. One-handed, bow, riding, a little bit of other things, but not that much. Zarek here, one-handed, throwing, and a lot of my companions, for whatever reason, have throwing skill. Oh, and that is the timer for the giveaway. So, CFon the Spice Vendor goes to Chemo Pipes. Alright, I will get that sorted in just a minute. So Zarek here is our surgeon. As you can see, his primary benefit to our group is surgery. Ulpo here is polearm, one-handed, two-handed, riding, tactics, and leadership. And then Hara is very similar, one-handed, polearm, riding, tactics, scouting, leadership. And then CFon, the Spice Vendor, is... Oh, you know what I want to do for her? I would like to focus point her scouting skill. So, a caravan will use scouting skill to avoid bandits. She leveled up a little bit in scouting already. She had a skill of 0. She went up to 1. I did get a YouTube comment that mentioned that they find that scouting is actually oddly the most important for a caravaneer so that they can avoid being jumped by enemy armies. So, yeah, I can believe that. And here's CFN, the Spice Vendor, who's going to get renamed. Chemofan, the Pipes Vendor. Okay. I don't know if that will fit, but I will try. It should. Okay. There it is. The first of the raffle, and you are down here. There you are. Whoa. Bad camera work. You're somewhere near this town. Alright. Recruiting some troops. I'm going to recruit the not level 1s. That's a considerable amount of my money. Now, one of the reasons why I haven't had a standing army or troops or whatever is it can be expensive. And do I know what troops are good? Yes, I do, but I also don't really care. For role-playing, I'm not trying to min-max. That was never really the intent of this series. So, artisans can't sell their product. Yeah, I'm not helping you break the law. Let's see. I am going to wander back into Epicatria, which is odd, given that that is not a Sturgian town. But I am going to need to pay my troops. Now, one of the good things is that Chemofan is going to help to offset the main party wage cost that I have, so that I support my armies with wages from the caravan. So you got a problem. A few years ago, needed hides from a tannery, so he hired muscle, and now they are shaking him down. And I'm going to say I'm going to get rid of the poachers myself. And the poachers are going to be, if we open up the journal. Oh, no, here it is. He asked me to go to Gimos around midnight and kill the poachers. Cool. Gimos is down on the sea down here. And then another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to poll you all about what to work on. So what sort of things should I do as a priority? So the options would be as follows. I can work to investigate the Folly. I could establish my clan. So I guess to explain to you what these are, investigating the Folly is sort of the main quest line. Oversimplification, but more or less the main quest line. Also, establish your clan is yet another main quest line. So establishing my clan would be to increase my money to 2,000. Oh, wow, I was already there, actually. But to increase my money to 2,000, have a current party size of above 20, reach clan tier 1, and hire 1 companion. that's going to be really easy to establish. Investigating the Folly would be to ride around and talking to nobles that know something about the Folly to learn something about the artifact of my possession. There's other goals that I could work on, which is to work on equipment and skill, which would be questing. I will try not to just do back-to-back-to-back arenas, even though the arenas are probably the most bang for your buck and the fastest way to do it. And then another opportunity would be to hire myself out as a mercenary. So going to Ragnvad or some other king and being like, I'll fight for you as a mercenary. I could also hire myself out as a vassal. Sign up as a vassal. Or other viewer suggestions. So one of those 6 options can and will be left up to you. I'll give you actually 5 minutes to do that. So, you pick. And I'm going to head over to Gimos here and kill some poachers, if I can. Bron, thank you for the sub. And Kitchenhead, thank you for the gifted sub. Alright, this guy needs tools. So I am going to buy him some tools from Epicotria, because I'm standing here anyway. I might as well. I don't even know how many tools. I just was like, yeah, I'll buy you tools, but like, how many? 3. Okay. It's good to know, you know, what the requirements are, I guess. So 1, 2, 3. I paid 111 for that. And let's ride it on down to him. And Zafi, thank you for the resub. Cheers. I also missed a puppy treat, so I apologize for that. If Yoda notices. And Chemo has leveled up again in scouting. Awesome. I gained a skill point in Steward. So Steward is, I think the easiest way to gain points in Steward is just to ride around with a standing army. But that's going to allow me to have bigger armies. So right now, given my level, or whoever the quartermaster is, I can have 5 more party size, 5.8. Alright, come on. Oh, yeah, Gimos. Here you go. I forgot about the tools. You're welcome. And he gave me 33 fish. Okay. Where is... Army of Poachers? He asked me to go around midnight. It's not, I guess, midnight yet? There we go. Fight the Poachers. I like killing Poachers. Actually, killing Poachers is a good way to get some money. Oh man, I am not familiar with this screen. So, here we go with troop formation. I have mostly footmen, and I will put Hara in charge of them. I don't really care that the commander is mounted. For bowmen, Zarklis. For Cav, Ulpo. And for everyone else, me. I'm delegating. Yeah. Current formation. Okay, no, we're good. I don't need to make other formations. Alright, let's say we're ready. There is 16 poachers up ahead.
Everyone, follow me!
And I am going to wait until they get a little bit closer to charge.
Soldiers! Every troops! Everyone, charge!
Not going to use tactics. We're just going to berserk on them. What I do want to do is I want to have enough, for lack of a better term, cannon fodder up front. So that these bowmen don't aim exclusively at me, because... Ow, right? Oh, look at you run. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me, buddy. Or maybe it will, who knows? Oh no, you're still dead too. Gained some renown, gained some morale, and captured one of them. Some of these Sturgian warriors leveled up, so we'll get some soldiers, and the woodsmen will go towards hunters. Grab some of their gear and leather. Not a whole lot of leather, but some leather. And now, we can return... Okay, no, it's already done. Interestingly, I have just automatically done establish my clan. My money as a result of finishing that quest has hit 2,000. So establishing my clan got finished. It is over here. I have successfully rebuilt my clan. So now, in the clan menu, we have the Yodaving, which I'm going to keep, obviously. And what we can do is to continue to push clan tier. Clan tier would allow me to have a greater party size, more companion limits, an additional clan party. Right now, I can have one or two other parties, right? Or one other party other than myself. So we can make that a priority, and I'm going to put that on the poll here. Increase clan tier. Now, one of the ways to increase your clan tier that is very effective is to fight as a mercenary or vassal, because to increase your clan tier, you need to build up your renown, and you get renown mostly through like combat, siege, warfare, that kind of thing. So I could try to find looters to fight, but it's going to be a lot easier to fight, you know, armies and the like. But I can't really take on armies by myself, so it's helpful to either sign up as a vassal or a mercenary if clan tier is to be the focus. But I'm going to leave that up to you. So you got 5 minutes to vote on new priorities, and then also I have a character raffle. So we're raffling off Zarklis. I think is his name, right? Yeah, Zarklis. I'm going to head on over to deeper into the north here. And let me get rid of the... Oh, here we go. Radagos, good to see you. Believe it or not, I mean that. I've been looking for you. You escaped. Where's my brother? What happened? Calm down now. I'll tell you everything. We found your little brother and sister, but my former partner, Gulter, betrayed me. He came into the camp to negotiate the kid's release and seized us right then and there. What scum, eh? Even in this profession, double-crossing your own comrades is frowned upon. I escaped. One of his men, a little guiltier than the rest, cut my bonds when others were sleeping, but I can't let a traitor live, so I decided to find you and offer you a deal. I know where Gulter is now. If you agree, we can attack together and save your kin. But in return, I will have the pleasure of killing that bastard. What do you say? How can we possibly trust each other? Oh, you can't trust me, but you need me, and I figure you have enough men that you could easily slit my throat pretty quickly if I lead you into a trap. And I don't need to trust you. You're my vehicle of revenge, not my partner. Okay, let's go. Splendid. But I have a few things to do. There's a hideout near the city. Gulter, keep your siblings there. I will join you right where the path leads up, just out of sight of their scouts. See you there then. And yeah, we'll be doing that first, and then the poll after. So let me go ransom. Oh, I should just do the auto ransom. That's kind of nicer. I'm going to ransom off automatically. You want me to escort a merchant caravan, which I'm absolutely not going to do. I'm going to sell some of the things I don't need. Leather and... Oh, hold on. Give me some of that fish back. I do need to feed my troops, but I don't need so much fish. Okay, there we go. Perceptive. And Dinky, thank you for the resubs. Welcome. All right, give me the old save here. So, rescue my family. It's a hideout near Epicatria. The hideout will be marked on my map. So here is the hideout up there that I'm traveling to rescue my siblings. If that bandit is to be believed. You finally arrived. I have a few things to say before we attack. We have to be clever. Galter is a cunning fellow in a low and base kind of way. I've defeated you before. I know how gang operates. Less talking, more raiding. Come on. Lead on then, he says. All right. Passing by the slopes of the mountains, you see an outcrop crowned with the ruins of an ancient fortress. You see men moving about. As you listen, you hear scraps of conversation about raids, ransoms, and the best places to waylay travelers. Managing my troops. I am going to take Zarklis over a random Sturgian hunter. Thank you very much. I have to take Radagos. And then I will take a hunter and an archer over more soldiers, I think. And with any luck, I can clear out a significant amount of them without having to risk my own forces. By using my giant quiver of multiple arrows and clearing them from safe distance. Right to the head. Ooh, I gained a level 2. And then as we clear, I'm going to have my troops move up a little closer. Now put that shield away. Alright, and hold on one second. I'm going to be working on equipment and skills. So let's update. Rescue Sibs and work on gear and skill. Cool. That has one. And then the giveaway. Going to Taisato. Congrats, Taisato. I'm going to get you renamed as soon as I can. I can't do that while I'm in combat, but next opportunity I have. Bye, Brigand. All right, looking around, there are some deeper into the woods. I wonder if I can hit from here. A little high. That was inaccurate. Got him in the leg. Gonna tell my troops to move up so I don't have to take 2 on by myself. 1 on by myself. 0 on by... Never mind. Oh, when problems sort themselves out. Gotta love it. So instead of having my troops follow me, which can be annoying because they can get in front of your bows and get themselves hurt and, you know, that kind of jazz, I'm just telling them to continually move up to spots I've cleared, but to stay close by so that if I do need them, I can call upon them. Oh, haircut. How many are up ahead? Just 2? Let's go for the long range here. Oh, he turned around. That was rude. Oh, in the head! Ow, that's gotta hurt, dude. I was almost 100 meters away and I shot you in the face. You know what? I want to kill this guy with my axe.
Tear your lung.
Yep, you'll tear my what? Sorry? Couldn't hear you over the gurgle. The death gurgle. Why doesn't my character say the commands? I don't know. He's mute. He's a man of very simple communication, maybe. Oh, look at you, strafe. Some fancy serpentine there. It's not gonna help you, but sure. Nothing. No problem. Oh, look at you. Nice, quiet stealth raids? Exactly. Bastards. You're the kins of my captives. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not here to save just anyone. You led us here. Where are my brothers? Or where's my brothers and my sister? Kill me or I kill you. That's how this ends. Very well, I'll duel you. Okay. Cool. Really put up a fight. Well, you guys did nothing. You were my backup singers. For you to be celebrating is just weird. Alright. I killed 12. I leveled up. You guys did nothing. That's how we do. Capturing the ones worth capturing. Got some meat, olives, fish, and random gear. Look, we can still talk. I'll give you a pouch of silver. You said talking was a waste of time. You are Radagos' property now. Alright. I know I usually say this is family friendly, so avert your eyes if you don't want to see a man get executed. Just kidding. Alright, here's Nozan. Red Thor, I knew you'd come. Great heaven. Damn, brother. Nothing can stop you. I love you, brother. Glad to see you safe. Is everyone okay? Yes, we're fine. Alishka and Fodor are scared, but fine. We need to be quick to get the hell out of this place. I'll take Alishka and Fodor to Epicatria immediately. They will be safe there. Meet me there later when you're ready to tell me everything. Alright, take care. As I leave the hideout, Radagos comes to you and asks to talk. Well, looks like we've gotten your kin back to you, so my end of the deal is complete. I'll be making myself scarce now. Don't let your conscience bother you about letting me go, by the way. I won't be getting back into slaving. Burned too many bridges with my old colleagues, you might say. I'll find some other way to earn my keep. Mercenary work, perhaps? Anyway, maybe our paths will cross again. So question. There is a choice here, and I'm going to let you choose. I can say, your men killed my parents. Do you really think you would not be punished? Or maybe, goodbye, Radagos. I'm going to give you just a minute to vote on this. So I can either, punish him or let him go. His men were marauders and did kill my parents, but then if you think he has redeemed himself by aiding to rescue my siblings, because you also have to keep in mind that he escaped and let me know where my brothers and my sister was voluntarily, maybe for revenge, but voluntarily. He didn't have to do that, and I might not have been able to rescue them. So, choice will be yours. Looks like you got 20-something seconds left. Right, buddy? What would you do, Mr. Yoda? You would just lay there and eat peanuts. Cool. Here you go. All right. What are we doing? We are letting him go. Look at you guys. Alright, so the rescue my family is finished. It should be all the way down here. I saved my brothers and my sister and decided to let Radagos go. Another character raffle. Let me reset the eligibility. And any subscriber active in chat between now and when that timer runs out in about 5 minutes is eligible to win Zarklis. And Taisato, did you have a specific name that you wanted? Or not Zarklis, Hara. Taisato, do you have a specific name that you wanted for Zara? Name him Taisato for now. But if you want to change his name, let me know. And to let you know about your character, you're generous, honest, merciful, and calculating, with throwing, one-handed athletics, and surgery, or medicine, rather. So there we go. Radthor, Taisato, and then, of course, we have Chemofan way over here, doing his best to make us money on the caravan. Warsol, thank you for the resub. And Roasted Not Fried, thank you for the follow. So at this point, you guys wanted me to work on skill and equipment. Now, normally I would point towards just doing arenas, because that makes you the most money for equipment and also gives you equipment too. But I'm going to jump from town to town, building up my money through also not. So I'm going to mix it up, a little bit of arena, a little bit of regular questing. So issue in and out. Peace to you, stranger. What is your name? I'm Radthor, and who are you? Ulrich. So, I heard you might have a problem. Yes, it's a bit embarrassing to mention, but, well, when I'm in town, I often drink at an inn, and perhaps play a round of, Conan or two. Normally I play for low stakes, but let's just say the last time the wine went to my head and I lost something I couldn't afford to lose. I've heard that story before. What did you lose? It's a deed to a plot of farmland. Not a big or valuable plot, mind you, but I'd rather not have to explain to my men why they won't be sowing it this year. You can find the man who took it from me at the tavern in Varchek. They call him the game host. Just be straight about what you're doing. He's in no position to work the land. I don't imagine he'll turn down the chance to make money off of it. Any other way? Well, I could try to buy it from him, but I'm sure he'll jack up the price. I need to take along a few tough-looking bastards to show him the folly of not accepting a reasonable offer. One of your companions with 3 men would do the trick. So I could go to the tavern myself, which is what I'm going to do, or lend him men, which I'm not going to do. You can lend companions out, and sometimes lending companions out is actually a really good way to level up your companions. Because they will gain skills in whatever. This might be charm. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we're going to do it our own self. Good, he says. Okay. Let's head on into Varchek then. You've got about a minute and a half left on that raffle. If you haven't yet typed in chat between when you saw those numbers go up, do so now. And again, you're going for Hara the Wanderer, the very multi-talented Hara. How's the trade caravan coming along? Well, they're trucking along and making some money. I haven't really micromanaged them or checked them, but I suspect they're doing okay. So, go to the tavern district. I'm going to ransom my prisoners. And also visit the tavern. There's a lot of people here. So there's the ransom broker. There's Ulpo. Nawa the Leopardess. Hara the Wanderer. Oh, he must be upstairs. God, there's so many people here. There's Taisato, just hanging out. Am I in the wrong place? Like, where is this dude? Let me check my journal again. In and out. Playing games in Varcheg. Okay. Tavern District. I'm at a bit of a loss. Because there's no one by that name anywhere in the tavern. Oh, sit at the table with the playboard? Got it. And there is the giveaway. So it's going to Old Man Mino. Congrats, Old Man Mino. You're now a young Hara. I hope that's not confusing to you. Let me bail out of this real quick so I can get you named. I'll name her Mino, unless you want to change the name. It's up to you. And for reference, scouting, leadership, tactics, throwing, one-handed, riding, and pole. The next and last will be Oppo. Do I have space for additional companions? Yes, I have space for one other companion. So it might be wise for me to go into the encyclopedia and try to track one down. And I will add that to a potential thing that we can vote upon soon. I want to do work on my skill and equipment if possible. Mino's fine with you? Perfect. Alright, so you must... Yeah, you're the game host. There we go. Greetings, traveler. Do you play Konane? I am reckoned a master of this game, the traditional pastime of the Sturgia. If you're interested in playing, take a seat and we'll start. Alright. You want a deed of land for my associate. I'm here to win it back. Alright. I won't deny the pleasure, but clearly that deed is worth more to him than just the value of the land. I'll wager the deed, but you'll need to put up 1,000. I just want to save ourselves the trouble and not gamble on it, so I'll just pay that amount. I paid 1,000, I received 800, so I am indeed in the loss. That saves me from having to play the game host, because I don't generally play the mini games. I make maybe an exception for Gwent, and that is it. So if it isn't Gwent, I will not relent. And that resolves that. I was paid 800 by him. So not a big loss. What is there to do here? Someone in the keep, but I'd have to bribe my way in. So that is not likely to be something that I do. What's Gwent? That's part of The Witcher. Oh, I will join a tournament, though. And there's 4 nobles in this tournament, so it's a good way for me to beat up some nobles and get a horse, I guess. I'm not going to go looking for the tournaments, but when I enter a town, I'll check if they have one. It would be, like, most awesome if the horsemen that we have would come do stuff.
Die, you pig!
And I'm down. Thank you, horsemen. Who are Vara Longknife? I'll remember that, Vara. So I obviously got kicked out of that round, and I am going to leave. It doesn't help when my teammates all die and then one rides off to nowhere. It's kind of a losing strategy, if you will. Oh, there we go. So, Alishka reached the age of 15 and needs my guidance, and Fodor reached the age of 11 and needs my guidance. They just leveled up a whole lot. If I go to clan, I should be able to see them. Here's Fodor and Alishka. Gaining some skills. Last seen in Amor today. I don't think they should be in Amor. That seems really weird. But at her 14th birthday, I gave Alishka a special present. You've seen her treasure it and believe it shapes who she is. You gave her choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, a well-balanced sword, a magnificent, which would be 1, a magnificent steed, 2, a treatise on siegecraft, 3, a finely crafted game board, 4, a well-tempered bow, 5, or a trip to your realm's court. Which is weird, because I definitely don't have a realm or a court. 6. And you can see how these relate. It would be, one or two-handed, riding, engineering. Game board might be tactics. Well-tempered bow would be bow. And trip to the realm's court would be maybe leadership? I'm not exactly sure. I don't have that memorized. Yeah, a trip to my campfire is my court. True. Underwhelming, but true. Viper, Poetic, thanks for stopping by. Welcome, guys, and thank you for the resubs. You have no idea what's going on? Don't worry. I don't either. Looks like a bow. Okay, so there she is. And I can see you sense the power of the laminated sinews in the wood of this weapon. It was made for the calloused hands of a veteran archer, and Alishka may need years to be able to fully draw it back, but you know she will be motivated to master it. So she gains a focus point in bow, and skill points, and control has gone up. More choices now. In adolescence, she began to take on serious responsibilities to compete with adults as near equal. She managed to choice. Defeat her fencing instructor, which is 1. Win a race. Number 2. Craft a weapon. Number 3. Learn the arts of healing. Number 4. Become a crackshot. Number 5. Or trade like a veteran merchant. Number 6. Give you another minute on that. So defeating your fencing instructor would be like one-handed, I'd assume. Winning a race, riding. Crafting weapons, smithing. Learning the arts of healing would be medicine. Becoming crackshot would be hopefully bow, but maybe something else. And then trade like a veteran merchant would be trade. So. Also, come on. Like, don't point that straight at me. It's a little offensive. I gave it to you. I guess you don't have an arrow in it, but like, dry fire, draw string, I don't know. Just don't do it. It looks like a crack shot is going to be the winning option here. So, bow gains 1 focus point and 5 skill points. So the other ones was one-handed, riding, engineering. Actually, engineering for crafting a weapon, not smithing, interesting. Medicine, and trade. So crack shot it is. Outside events also intruded on Alishka's adolescence. You believe she was particularly shaped by enemy incursions. This event has increased her skills in athletics and riding. So there we go. She gained a whole lot of bow, riding, and athletics. A very good start. She looks way too happy. Like Toy Story is melting toys happy? Yeah. Okay. Some more choices here. So, we have my brother. And these characters will also probably be raffled off at some point, mind you. You are usually away from my estate. But when you're able to spend time with Fodor, you encouraged him to develop. So, again, choice. 1, strength. 2, endurance. 3, a thirst for knowledge. 4, a sharp mind. 5, a good eye and a steady hand. Or 6, an interest in people. And I'll tell you what these are. So, vigor, endurance, intelligence, cunning, control, or social. It looks like he starts off as a 2-2-3-2-3-1. He's very dumb. But, we don't tell him that. So, my man here needs some intelligence stat. But, you don't have to vote on that. He can be a 1. Fodor could be a Hodor. That's fine, too. All right. Looks like he's going to be all bronze, no brain, just like his daddy. Or brother. It's not my kid. Okay. Again. One day the child asks which of your skills was most useful to you. And you thought for a while and answered, polearm? tactics, stewardship, engineering, leadership, or trade. These are all very straightforward, so you probably don't need my me to define them. Look at his tactics. What is that a smoking jacket? A Sturgian smoking jacket? You're a little young, Fodor. And like this hammer is probably the weight of his whole lower body combined. Like look at the heft of that thing. That's ridiculous. His leadership makes him look like some sort of dwarf craftsman or something. Like a baby-faced dwarf craftsman. I have made you the Mjolnir. But it's smaller. The Micromnir. Something like that. Trade looks like some sort of Tinder profile pic. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, stewardship seems to be the answer. So, being able to organize troops. Cool. While spending time with the child, you notice that he shows a real ability in riding. Here we go. Vigor, stewardship, riding. Good kids. Good kids. That brings me to the last raffle for Opal. Opal the Brave. So best of luck to you in the chat. Raffle timer's counting up. Let's go try to find myself some work. Honest work. I'm not going to be able to rework. Can't you rename the clan from Yodaving to Yodaving? Yeah. I thought it was Yodaving. Alrighty. And then I can also raffle off Nazhon as well. He is very skilled. So much more than I am. It's like embarrassing. But that's just how the game works. Like everybody is way stronger than you at the start. I done that on purpose? I don't know. It's fitting. So if I did it or not, it works. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Patreon patrons and Twitch subscribers, and also viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.